Hey, hey, deadheads, it's like it's your birthday. It's a package from China. No, wait, that's not me. Hey, deadheads, welcome back to my channel. Or welcome for the first time. Look what we got here. It just came in. This is, in this shiny package, the Gameforce Ace. I've been waiting for this thing since I pre-ordered it in September. It's finally here. This is the first handheld with the Rockchip 3588S, and I'm excited to try this thing out and see just exactly how well this is going to stay up with the Dimensity 1100 or the G99 Helio. So today we're going to do an unboxing. We're going to try one game, Jack 3 on the PlayStation 2. We're going to see if this will work without any tweaking. Anyways, guys, please hit that like button and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I enjoy all the comments we're getting in the community. I enjoy that it's growing. But let's get to this and see just what this looks like. We'll be right back. Okay, deadheads, today we're going to unbox this very beautiful Chihuahua. No, wait, that's not what we're doing. We're doing this. That's right. Okay, so let me get this out of this package. This is a really cool package. I do want to give thanks to the Gameforce people for getting this out so quickly during the Chinese New Year. But look at this. This is cool. Cool packaging. So anyways, let me hit pause for here and get this unwrapped and let's see what's inside. Zzz. Okay, so we have a case. So I saw the case ahead of time. I knew it was coming. So this is not in a box. I don't know if retail units are going to come in a box or not, but this is how ours arrived. And this is a pretty cool case. So we do have two models here. We have the 8 gig, 128 gig model. And then I've got the upgraded 12 gig of RAM, 256 gigabyte of storage in black. Now, again, having the extra RAM here is going to be especially good for Switch. We know on the Odin Pro, having that extra RAM definitely made a difference here. So let's get this package open. Let's take it out of this case. I like the design of this case. That's nice, a little leaf here. That looks pretty cool. I like the two colors on each side. This seems to be a good case. So nice handle there. Zippers with the little leaf theme. So I think they did good with the case. I don't know if you've seen the videos of the RG556. I don't have that yet, but I've seen that come in a Gucci looking case. So kudos to all these different vendors trying to have some fun cases and stuff with that. But let's dig in and get some first impressions. And let's see. This thing feels pretty good. Feels pretty solid. And let's... okay. So typical case here. We have a card slot. We have a mesh pocket. And we have our unit here. Oh, nice little straps there. Look at that. That's nice to hold that in. I haven't seen a case like that before. So really like that. That's pretty interesting. If I can get it out of the case here. Boy, this thing fits perfect. Fits right in there. Oh, nice felt. So again, I like the case. That's nice. The leaf theme is interesting. So, you know, let's look at the real meat and bones here. Oh boy. Oh baby. Nice. So first thoughts here. We have the logo, again, the 128 model. I'm sorry, the 12 gigabyte model with the 256 gigs of storage. This guy does have an NVMe slot on the inside. We will open her up and take a look at her on our next video once we do the review. A little fan right here, a little vent. This feels nice. Plastic feels nice. The weight and size feel nice. This is pretty close to the size of a Switch Lite. I do not have a Switch Lite, otherwise I would compare it. But yeah, first impressions. Okay, I like this. So let's look at these triggers, because some people have had trouble with the triggers. So that seems to be okay on first impressions. Oh, very clicky. Not a lot of travel distance, so I like that. That's pretty nice. We have a vent here. So I don't know. In the Discord, people have had some issues with that. We have, is that an HDMI? Micro HDMI, I think. I'm gonna have to look at that closer. Our volume rocker, power button. And then our 3 buttons. Nothing on this side. Our bottom I/O, let me turn it this way. So we have our USB-C, we have our headphone jack, we have our micro SD slot, no card in there, so it didn't ship with a card. And then on the front we have our D-pad. This is kind of recessed a little bit. It's got the recessed middle. So I typically like these, so hopefully this will turn out good once we do some testing. Looks like we have a function button here and a home button. Now, initial renders showed a big ugly Gameforce logo here. Sorry, Gameforce, but nobody liked that. And luckily they listened, took that off and put it on the back. So I like that. Over here we have our start and select. And then we have our thumbsticks. These thumbsticks, they remind me of the thumbsticks on the Snow Cake. So these are not bad, okay? These are Vita style thumbsticks. Pretty clicky, okay? Got nice little texture there, so I like that. Nice little texture. I'll get some thumbsticks on these, of course. So yeah. So this thing is not heavy. I like it. It feels solid. It feels like a good build quality. So far good. So let's get this thing turned on. I'm going to get it turned on and set up initially, and we'll be right back, Deadheads. Okay, so let's do a little measurements here, comparison. This thing is pretty ergonomic and pretty thin. Pretty impressed with this. So we are right at about 16.5 on our center, and on our side here about the same. So this thing is pretty thin. Something like the KT-R1 that we just reviewed with the Helio G99 that's going to compete. That's coming in at about 20, right about 20 on its thickest on the top, and on the side about the same. And the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro is coming in at about 18, and on its side with the hump, it's going to come in with, let's do it up here without the hump, right at about 23. So this thing is, compared to like the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro, about a similar size in width, but it is going to be just a bit thinner with it. Let's take the case off of here and let's see. Without the case, we are looking at about the same. So without the case, on the side though, we're still going to be, well, about the same. Actually, a little bit thinner there. So here's what the two look like. The Retroid Pocket's going to be a bit more pocketable. Now this is the Dimensity 1100. This is the Rockchip RK3588S. So we're going to just put this through the paces when we do our full review, but I did want to just do a little look here in comparison of sizes, just to give you guys an idea of what this machine looks like for similar handhelds targeting that $200 to $250 price range. So you're going to get the KT-R1 is going to be a little bit smaller screen and be a little more pocketable. But let's get to some game footage. Again, we're just going to do a little bit of game footage in this initial unboxing and first impressions, and we'll be right back, Deadheads. All right, so this originally was going to ship with Android 11, I think, or maybe 12, but it did get upgraded to Android 13. Now, I don't know what version of or what fork of Android this is. I think this may be running on Lineage. So here is the default screen. So we got some internet networks. So let's see here. Let's get into the settings here and see what we've got. And we've got our typical Android setup. Our battery came in at 93%. Nice. Storage 235 free. Let's see if it's picking up on the SD card that I got in here. I do have a 1 terabyte SD card. Oh, okay, the SD card is needed to be formatted. I'm not going to do that with this card, so let me cancel that. I have to put a blank card in here first. Let's see here, wallpaper, display, lock screen, everything looks normal. Let's go in here and we've got, make sure gestures on. I can't stand not having gestures. Okay, I'm a gesture guy. I don't know about you guys, but I need gestures. About the tablet, so Gameforce Ace. Model Gameforce Ace, yeah, Android 13. And our build number here, let's get in to be a developer. Okay, now we're a developer. So again, here's our developer options. 13, yep, we got the 13 gigs of memory. Okay, that's interesting. It's supposed to be 12 gigs. I don't know why that's reporting 13 gigs. Maybe we'll find out about that. In our developer options. Okay, so it doesn't look like that there is any real customization that's been here. It looks like some files, Gamepad Tester. Let's go into the Gamepad Tester and let's just see, let's just kind of see what this looks like. So, pretty good. R3 and L3 are clicking fine. Let's see. Let's just see how much travel this has. Okay. Not bad. Our D-pad. D-pad's fine. L1, R1. The distance of these back triggers, I don't know if I like that yet. So I'm not sure. And like a lot of my handhelds, I think I might end up wanting a handle for this. I have seen some guys in the Discord talking about making a handle. So again, this is very slab-like, like the Nintendo Switch Lite. But it looks like our buttons are all working. Our select and start. And that's, okay, that's our home button. Okay, all right, so, I mean, I think, you know, these are Hall-based sensor sticks. I need to verify that, but I'm pretty sure they are. But I would say that this is pretty good so far. Okay, and I don't know what other kind of customization would be on here. It looks like they've got RetroArch G in here. So we'll need to grant access. I have an SD card. So 1.15, so that's a fairly new version of RetroArch, so that's good. Let's see, I don't like how the keyboard comes up when I do that. Video, oh, it's got Pegasus in here. I don't know if this is going to be set up. Let's see. Interesting. I'm not real good with Pegasus. So on my Snowcake, I have Pegasus set up. Pegasus is awesome. So I don't know, you know, if this is something I'm going to be able to get. Game controller tester. So don't know about using Pegasus. I'm probably going to get my normal front end set up on this. Okay, we're going to take a break. I'm going to get this set up a little bit and see if we can get some gameplay going. I want to try PS2. So we'll be right back, deadheads. Alright guys, so I know I was going to try to play Jack 3, but I'm not having success getting it to run on here, not because I think of the unit, but because for some reason my ROM version is saying it's corrupt, which I know it's not. So anyways, let's try some Simpsons Hit and Run, because I know that that's one that, you know, plays pretty good on the Retroid Pocket, and we know what it looks like. I'm running this at a 2X with Vulkan. So let's see what this looks like. And let me just fast forward. All right, and man, this does look good. Okay, this is again running at a 2X, no problem. So I think this chip is going to be really good. Of course, we need to do a lot more testing, but this looks as good as on a Windows machine to me. Now the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro, that looked pretty good as well, running at the 2x, but this has got absolutely no slowdown. So yeah, I'm going to say that this is going to play a majority of the PS2 catalog likely. I'm still going to try to get Jack 3 installed and see if I can get it tested, because that's the one that I usually have trouble, except for the Odin, to get it to work. One thing I say that this is the first units. I'm sure that they're going to revise the software, and once they get the retail units out, this will probably be quite improved, especially once we get Linux support and Jealous. But yeah, so this looks great. Alright guys, so this has been an unboxing, a first look at the Gameforce Ace. Again, my initial impressions are very positive. This has a really nice build quality. It has really, thinness. It's shaped a lot like the Nintendo Switch Lite, and it seems to be having this chipset. It looks like it's going to be a very good chipset for PS2 and GameCube emulation. We'll try some Switch on it too and see what we can do for that for a full review. But again, I wanted to just kind of get this video out and show you guys, what this looks like, since this is a product that was highly anticipated. Again, I do have the 12 gig model with the 256 gigs of storage, and I do have a 512 gig SD card in here, and this has an NVMe slot on the inside. So this is a pretty cool device, and I'm looking forward to seeing the support that Gameforce can continue to give it and really improve it. And we're going to do our full-on testing and review here in the next week or so. But please leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking about the channel, what kind of things you'd like to see as we continue to grow. And please hit that like button and subscribe. I'm still hoping we can hit 500 subscribers by my birthday. That's March 3rd. So please help share, like, tell your friends about us, and let's help grow this community. Okay guys, well, I hope you guys have a great weekend. And again, this is Dead Fred with this first look and unboxing of the just barely released Gameforce Ace. I'll see you next time, Deadheads.